check. Yeah, check ball, check. Check ball, check. Check ball, check. Yeah, yeah. Check ball. I got all the hot sauce and one. Watch how I dribble. Eric Dickerson. Run up the middle. She don't know my real name. I don't be talking on no pillow. I'm from that dope era. Boy, my mama. George Mirror son stacks. Lanky. Boy, your money. Then I whip your hair like that girl Willow. Lil' mama thick. Watch just like Jello. Oh, she like fast cars. In a Camaro. So took my to Egypt. Walking around, they calling me the Pharaoh. I used to sit them down. I had to walking down O'Farrell. Booming at the Motel 6 off Embarcadero. Puppet master, use a puppet stand. Pablo play Chapello. Plus I be pulling strings like a played the cello. She be peeking but ain't speaking, so I yelled out hello. I got 7 blue cars, think my next one gonna be yellow. Boy, I live like Donatello. I told him take it from the top, put a key, yeah, check ball. When I shoot the 3, ooh wee, it's a wet ball. Like Jordan, balling in my chains, 100 around my neck, dog. Yeah, take it from the top, on my mama, check ball. Check ball, check. Check ball, check. Yeah, check ball, check. Check ball, check. Check ball, check. Yeah, yeah. Check ball. Ain't no fouls in 21, you keep fouling, that's gonna get you down. Get your hustle up and that'll get you back. All these subbing on the gram, where they at? If it's really up, drop your location, where you at? I'm a human highlight, I feel like Dominique. Handcuff your wife, aight? Oh yeah. Use a square player, trust me, I'm good in geometry. I'm a star, boy, yeah, I passed in astronomy. Yeah. Like a locomotive. They be hating on the kid, tell me what's your motive. Dope bear, fill a building up, man, with no promotion. We the hottest in the city, that's on. My old school costs more than your new school, true. The bills in my pocket, same color as my cars, bro. They said so-and-so hating on you, Stanley. I said, who? Got no time to entertain it, I'm too busy catching alley-oops. I told him take it from the top, put a key, yeah, check ball. When I shoot the 3, ooh wee, it's a wet ball. Like Jordan, balling in my chains, 100 around my neck, dog. Yeah, take it from the top, on my mama, check ball. Check ball, check. Check ball, check. Yeah, check ball, check. Check ball, check. Check ball, check. Yeah, yeah. Check ball.
The airway.
Stan Pablo.
Yeah. Premier on the track. Hey yo, shout out to the NBA. What's your favorite team? I'ma break down all the teams and show you how I flip it into a rhyme scheme.
Take your time.
Pay close attention.
Break it down.
I'm in Atlanta with the Hawk. I poked him, he fell quick. I used to be a scalper like Boston, I sell ticks. My Cuban link chain so heavy my neck hurt. Call me the Brooklyn Nets, in Brooklyn I network. Get fly in Charlotte, spread my wings like a hornet. Every time I hear your music, I fast forward. If I was bipolar, I as soon as my mood switch. Something like Chicago, cause I'm back on my bull. In the gym working on my Cleveland Cavs. I be running like the horse on the Dallas Mavs. Hungry, so I gotta put some food in my stomach. I need some sweet and sour sauce for my Denver Nuggets. In the getaway car, I had to work on the engine, the crankshaft, cylinder head, and the pistons. These rappers is my kids, call Maury up. I'm in the golden state of mind, a warrior. Rockin' like Houston, I don't give a I don't rap for free, I sell verses, Swiss beats and Timberland. Indiana Pacers jacket with the zipper. I just got a haircut with some LA Clippers. Like the Lakers bring the chip to my city. Shout to my bleak ass Memphis. I be on my Grizzly, heat like Miami. Get bucks like Milwaukee, Jadakiss already said that. Shooting like the Timberwolves, I ain't missing fam. Timber, knock the trees down on your timberlands. Birds call them pelicans. Knicks in the rain, lightning and thunder. I'm a hustling veteran. I'm a survivor like Respect me from Brooklyn to Compton. I was born in 78. Never been a quitter. 2 years ahead of my time. I'm a 76er. They my sons. We some trailblazers, you heard? A bunch of kings floating in them Bentley Spurs. Pat Pulse, way more than just a rapper. Swoop down and snatch my prey like a raptor. Used to shop at Jimmy Jazz. I'm different. Y'all some cowardly lions eager to meet the wizard.
Playing basketball. Playing basketball. Playing basketball. Basketball.
The type of people made the club get. Many a day has passed, the night has gone by, but still I find the time to put that total chaos. But these playoffs thought we was amps, and we're taking another route to represent the Dungeon family like grade A. Me and my decide to take the back way. Every city, then we headed to that back cave. ATL, Georgia, what do we do? Fall ya, bulldog and like them Georgetown Hawkers. Boy, you signed the silly thing. My room is sitting pretty, doing donuts while you like them circles around. We the committee, gon' burn it down, but us gon' bust you in the mouth with the chorus now. Say, push that force. Everybody move to the back of the bus. Do you wanna bump and slump with us? We the type of people make the club get. Say, push that force. Everybody move to the back of the bus. Do you wanna bump and slump with us? We the type of people make the club get. I met a gypsy and she hit me to some life game to stimulate and activate the left and right brain. Say, baby boy, you only funky at your last cut. You focus on the passion to be your has what. That's one to live by, or either that's one to. I try to just throw it at you, determine your own adventure, Andre. Got to a station, here's my destination. She got off the bus, the conversation lingered in my head for hours. Took a shower, kinda sour, cause my favorite group ain't coming with it. But I'm with you, cause you're probably going through it anyway. But anyhow, went and died, went on out and bought it, cause I thought it would be jamming. But examine all the flaws, walls get awfully sad and it's costly. But that's all shit, bro, and I hope I never have to float in that boat. Up creek, it's sweet, it's the last quote that I wanna hear when I'm going down. When all said and done, and we got a new Joe in town. When the record player get to skipping and slowing down, all y'all can say is them earn that crown. But until then,
the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The 76ers are staring right in the face of a Game 6 showdown. Do they have the fortitude to close out the series? Now is their time to try and avoid a Game 7 against the Heat. Will there be an upset in round one? It's all coming up next.
It's been an absolute war out there. Neither side giving in. Both want to advance to the next round. It's the Eastern Conference Playoff Game 6, right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for the Heat, Norman Powell is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Gardner in at the small forward position. Look at the Heat, and we know their backs are against the wall. No room for error in this elimination game.
Yeah, having the home court tonight is a big boost for their confidence, but they need to stay in the moment. Can't look ahead to a Game 7. Take it one game at a time.
Now, here's Oubre. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Maxey. And a miss there on the triple.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Jaquez against George. Now Adebayo. Shoots over Oubre. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Mitchell.
Yeah, he's more than just an interior scorer. Adebayo also has a nice jump shot that he will work in there from time to time.
Now, here's George. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Maxey against Mitchell. Jaquez with the screen on Maxey. Mitchell against Maxey. Mitchell kicks the foul. Pocket 6. Adebayo with a screen for Powell. And Adebayo throws it down.
And that was on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with him. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Embiid. Following the miss by Bam Adebayo. And Embiid gets it to go.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Here's Mitchell. Jaquez outside. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And he gets the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Mitchell against Maxey. With the drive. Oubre for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Powell. He right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Outside, George. George with the screen on Adebayo. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, Paul George that time showing you he knows how to be a screener as well.
Powell outside. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Powell. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Oubre pulls it in.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Good work there as it goes.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Adebayo against Embiid. Here's Gardner. Miami no good on that time either. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Philadelphia leading by 3. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Embiid. Miami grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Maxey. Powell, no one around him. Drops in the tray. And it's a tie ball game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to George. To the wing right side. Philadelphia moving the ball over. Edgestone with it. Powell on him. Oubre sets the screen for George. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Really high IQ that time by Paul George, using that screen to perfection.
Mitchell passes to Powell. Adebayo with the elbow. Bucket is good. Adebayo's got 6. Here's Maxey. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Embiid. Over Adebayo. No good off the front iron. Miami's on 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Gardner. And again, Miami with the triple.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now, here's Maxey. Oubre outside. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Well, it just shows you can do everything right and still come away empty-handed.
That one falls. Mitchell's got his second basket.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Embiid with the screen on Mitchell. Maxey passes to Embiid. It's stolen by Adebayo. Mitchell outside. Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen for Powell. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 7-point differential. Pass to Bona. To the left side wing. Now, here's Maxey. No scoring in this one. They need this. A shot by Barlow, no good. Miami leading by 7. Mitchell passes to Powell. Fires for 3. He can't get that one to fall. 76ers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Maxey kicks to Edwards. Pass to Bona. Here's Barlow. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by Mitchell. Now, Wiggins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, with his ability to get to the rim, the defense sometimes overreacts to that, and Wiggins able to draw the contact inside.
And he knocks down the first one. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Maxey. And he makes both free throws.
Well, you think about Wiggins, there's been no drop-off. This is a guy who won Rookie of the Year over a decade ago, and he is still a highly productive player.
Grimes with it. He's covered by Hero. Grimes to the hoop. Shot by Grimes. No good. Hero passes to Smith. Here's Ware. And here's Wiggins. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
The Heat making a switch here. Jonas is checked in. Here's Barlow. Still yet to score. Down low. They swipe it to the middle. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Grimes with it. He's covered by Hero. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Ware kicks to Wiggins. There's the pick. Pulls from the top of the key. Again, the Heat good for two.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Here's Grimes. He's covered by Hero. Edgecombe with it. The 76ers need to get off a shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack.
Young's checked in for Jonas. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Terry's checked in for Edgecombe. Hero finds Young. From outside the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Heat lead by 11.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
To the inside. Cloak loose. Young with the steal. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for Miami. The 76ers also with a sub. Embiid's checked in. Now, Hero. He's guarded by Grimes. Shot's good by Hero.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now, Grimes. Hasn't made one yet. Pops in the layup for 2.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Here's Ware. They set the screen. Wiggins in the post. 6 on the shot clock. Fontecchio sets a screen. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Barlow. Terry outside. Barlow passes to Embiid. Shoots over Ware. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, that is nice touch and confidence on the mid-range from Embiid.
Pass to Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Outside Edwards. Now here's Embiid. He's defended by Ware. Shot by Terry, no good. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Heat lead by 11. And we'll be back right after this. are back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. We got Khalil Ware. Norman Powell is out there with Hero. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Larson in at the small forward. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Oubre outside. George looking over the floor. Terry in the corner. Outside for George. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Clock at 4. Embiid, the pass to Oubre. Offline with his 3. The Heat leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, I love when Wiggins finds a way to get into the paint and doesn't settle for that jump shot. Finding a way to get close to the rim.
Grimes with it. He's covered by Hero. Nobody near George. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. George has got 7 points in the game. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And a wide open look for Hero. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Hero against Embiid. Oubre outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Doing what he does, drawing the defense in, and then Embiid kicking it out for the three-pointer.
Powell against Terry. Out to the right wing. The 3. It's hauled in by George. The 76ers trail by 7. Embiid kicks to Oubre. The 76ers another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now Hero. Tight defense on him. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
And they double up Embiid. Launches it. Carries it from three-point range. And now just a 1-point Heat lead.
Really unselfish play by Embiid, keeping others involved.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
Very few positives to take away from that game. I know it's one they're going to want to put behind them.
And the 76ers with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Edgecombe comes in for Terry. And Maxey's subbed in for Quentin Grimes. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Hero with the screen on Oubre. Pass to Wiggins. Three-pointer. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Well, it's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
George sets a screen. Here's Maxey. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, that's beautiful work by Maxey. He got the screen, read it properly, and then he attacked.
Hero looking over the defense. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Hero against Maxey. Inside, here's Drummond, and Drummond with the jam.
And this is why Maxey is so dangerous in pick-and-roll action. He is a dual threat to score or deliver.
Has to wear. Hero against Maxey. Shots good by Hero.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 5. It's Drummond high post. Back to Maxey. Drummond with a screen on Hero. And here's Maxey outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Maxey's got his second bucket of the night. Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Powell outside. Outside, Hero. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Powell. From deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Now, here's Oubre. He's got 11. Here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Miami's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Powell, the pass to Wiggins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Heat have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw good, Wiggins.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Both teams will make substitutions. And here are the 76ers now. And here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. Down low. Here's Barlow. And that one is hammered home.
And keeping that head on a swivel, Maxey anticipating his man to be there off that pick and roll and delivers a nice dime.
Now, Hero. He's got 7. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Maxey against Mitchell. Now Edgecombe. 76ers moving the ball around. It's Edwards on the wing. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Heat with the lead. Powell left side. Wiggins outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, the defense challenged Wiggins that time, but just a little.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that
the previous play is under review.
Wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Substitutions for your team. Gardner.
The Heat have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Gardner. Edwards defending. Takes a step back. Gardner. The kick out to Adebayo. Here's Gardner. And he banks in the layup. 5 points in the game.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 7. Pass to Edgecombe. Four on the clock. Here's Bona. Fires from deep. No good that time. Great D that time from Powell. Mitchell passes to Jaquez. Goes it up for Adebayo. Lets it go from deep. Jaquez can't hit. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. There's a screen to the inside. Here's Barlow. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jaquez against Maxey. And the layup falls. Maxey's got 9 points.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Here's Adebayo. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Edgecombe with it. He has yet to score. Pass to Maxey. Now Edgecombe. Guarded by Powell. He takes it in. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Now, here's Adebayo. 10 points for him. Here's Gardner. A three-pointer, no good. Philadelphia's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on 3. Edwards, good. The Heat trail by 4. Mitchell kicks to Adebayo. Powell feeling it out a bit. Adebayo with a screen for Powell. Nailed from three-point land. Powell's got his second basket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's Maxey. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Barlow. Pass to Bona. Now Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Barlow into the lane, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. 7 points in the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Powell outside. Mitchell sets the screen for Powell. Back to Mitchell. Now Powell. Mitchell finds Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. The 76ers leading. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Barlow. Guarded by Powell. Maxey against Mitchell. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist from Edwards. Maxey's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. Adebayo the screen to the middle. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And one of the things I love the most about Adebayo, he's a center who plays like one. He's not out here trying to take long jumpers. He wants the ball inside.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 12. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Edgecombe, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Hawkins. Latrey sinks the three-pointer.
And you can see Hawkins has put a lot of time in working on that catch-and-shoot game.
So it's Philadelphia now. They trail by 1. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Maxey on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. He gets that one. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
13 feet away. That's Bona with the rebound. Bona's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Maxey deciding where to go with it. No good on the last second attempt there. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, Game 6 looks like a nail-biter for the Miami Heat.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting their defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put points on the board in a hurry, Ernie.
Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. Still alive, but facing some long odds. How do they keep hope alive?
Well, I think those tough moments are what reveal a lot of character, Ernie. I mean, how you perform when things aren't going your way, that's what makes you a pro.
And what makes you elite, it's not being that bad position in the first place.
Interesting point. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
Well, he is a guy you want to go to with the game on the line.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then there's Oubre, and there's Embiid, and it's Barlow in at the power forward. Powell's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Maxey passes to Embiid. It's stolen by Adebayo. Now here's Powell. Defense is right there. Embiid with the steal. Double up Embiid. Here's Barlow. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Barlow's got 10.
Nice time from Embiid. The big man showing off his vision there.
The Heat trail by 4. Now Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now, here's Maxey. 14 points for him. To the left wing. Here's the 3. And there's Edgecombe on the assist by Maxey. Maxey's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Miami's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Mitchell kicks to Adebayo. Gardner passes to Powell. To the paint. Not as good when the 76ers lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Gardner.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's the screen. Maxey into the lane. That one good for 2. Maxey's got the lead back up to 5 now for the 76ers. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Adebayo. Powell outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. And that one's good. Mitchell.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Embiid goes in. Here's Edgecombe. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Heat trail by 5. Mitchell up top. He's covered by Maxey. Now here's Powell. Defense right on him. Loads it up for Adebayo. Oubre with the steal. Powell with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Gardner. That one no good. Great D that time from Oubre. The 76ers leading by 5. Up top, Maxey. 16 points for him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
The Heat have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Mitchell passes to Powell. Overdrive. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Adebayo against Embiid. Over Adebayo. Norman Powell with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Mitchell outside. Back to Hawkins. Powell outside. Down low, Embiid with the steal. Fast break, Philadelphia. And George kicks to Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Powell with the steal. Gardner passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, this has been a huge scoring night for Adebayo. And when you consider the elite defense he brings every night, points are a bonus.
Now, here's Lowry. Still without a basket. George against Hackett. Now here's Embiid. He's tightly guarded. Count it.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Mitchell kicks to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Now, here is George. He has 7. Embiid inside. Adebayo on him. Count it. Good.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the 76ers making a change here. Terry's checked in. Marquez with the ball. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Gardner passes to Mitchell. Gardner. Edwards defending. It's hauled in by George.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Embiid gets the tip. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got his 8th assist in the game. The Heat trail by 8. And here is Mitchell. 7 points in the game. Gordon. Edwards defending. The 9-foot shot. The shot by Adebayo, no good. For Philadelphia, they've got nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Pass to Embiid. With the fadeaway. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Terry against Mitchell. Powell outside. Shot clock at 6. And there's the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They've been in the zone from mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
And so Powell nails both of them. Here's Lowry. Still scoreless. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
The Heat trail by 6. Outside, Hero. Back to Powell. Hero sets the pick for Powell. That's good on the jump shot. Powell's got 12. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Now Embiid. He's got 8. George with the screen on Adebayo. Try Lowry. Terry gets the George. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 10.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Adebayo. The Heat need to get a shot off. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by George.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Edwards passes to George. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And Lowry has it in the corner. For 3, Edwards. Norman Powell with the rebound. The Heat trail by 7. Takes the 3. The shot will not fall. Now here is Lowry. Nothing on the board. George with the screen on Mitchell. Pass to George. Over in the corner, Edwards. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Wiggins. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Embiid against Powell. For the 3. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Embiid inside. He's covered by Hero. The 76ers with another miss.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Here's Powell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Powell's got 6 in the quarter.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Lowry against Mitchell. A 3-ball. Pass to Embiid. Over Adebayo. Embiid, no good.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding.
Hero pitch to Wiggins. Driving in. That one is good again. He's 6 away from the floor with the basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The 76ers leading by 3. Embiid with a screen on Mitchell. Lowry passes to Embiid. Embiid powers it down.
Crafty with the ball. Lowry calls for the pick and roll to open something up. for his team.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Kelly Oubre comes in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Kyle Lowry. Hero not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Hero's got 9 points. 1:21 left to play in the third. Higgins against George. To the middle. Wants to get it to Oubre and does. George with the ball. 10 points for him. 5 on the clock. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Over Smith. Edgecombe, no good. The Heat trail by 3. Hero with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Hero, no good. The 76ers shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Here's Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Well, Wiggins may look calm and cool out there, but he can put on a show at times.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Here's Edgecombe. 8 points for him. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Miami's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Hero.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside, George. Oubre, a screen on Wiggins. A floater. In deep, George drops it in. He's got 14.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. 76ers on top. They're up by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
All right, put together 3 or 4 stops in a row. Come on, just concentrate on good basketball right now.
Compressing it down to these few minutes, Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to focus in defensively.
And talking to one another, quicker rotations, the help has to be there on time if they want to come up with these stops.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Khalil Ware is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Powell. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Larson in at the 3. It's the group on the floor for Miami. And so George will bring it up to the 76ers. 3-point lead. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, Paul George has the ability to be physical as a wing, an important element in his game.
Pass to Ware. Now here's Powell. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got his 5th rebound in this one.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Here's Edgecombe. And here's Oubre. To the inside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, Powell with it. Heat moving the ball around. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
I think that Andre Drummond is a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. And Philadelphia making a change here. Arlo's checked in. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He told them no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. And both free throws good for Drummond. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Powell outside. Outside, Hero. This one for 3. Arlo grabs the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. With the step back. Hero passes to Ware. Higgins outside from downtown. Again, the miss by the Heat.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
To the middle. Pass to Barlow. Unloads. The 76ers with another miss. The Heat trail by 7. Wiggins passes to Hero. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the paint. And stolen by Wiggins. Maxey against Hero. Over to the wing. Ware passes to Hero. 5 to shoot. Pass to Larson. Here's Wiggins. They need this one. Again, Wiggins missing. Philadelphia leading by 7. And here's Maxey out left of the wing. Down low. Now here's Embiid. He's defended by Ware. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Heat shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. From down low. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Wiggins.
And the 4th quarter just has not been kind. Only 1 bucket in 5 attempts.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Powell with the steal. Inside, here's Larson. Makes it off the glass. Now just a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Embiid. Shoots over Ware. And that one's on target from the wing. And the 76ers lead by 5. Embiid's gotten 6 of his 12 shots to drop, hitting 50% on the night. Pass to Ware. Now Hero. They set the pick. Lets it go with a 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And kind of like what they've been doing down low in the post.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Powell with the steal. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Barlow. Oubre outside. Now here's Embiid. He's covered closely. Shoots over Webb. Again, Philadelphia.
Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
Here's Ware. Powell outside. Heat moving the ball around. Hero finds Powell.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Barlow. Now Embiid. Fade away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Embiid's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers. Now, Hero to the paint, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does break. Now, here's Maxey. Oubre outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. George is checked in for Edgecombe. The Heat trail by 8. Mitchell outside. Back to Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Hero kicks to Powell. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Top Maxey. Covered by Mitchell. Back to Maxey. To the inside. There's Embiid. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Wiggins. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Well, Wiggins is a guy that understands. Sometimes he blends in, and sometimes go be the alpha. That's exactly what he's doing right now.
Now, here's Maxey. Outside for George. Trains the three-pointer. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Hero against George. Takes a 3. Hero, no good. Maxey with it. It's George on the wing. Here's Barlow. Oubre, a screen on Hero. Here's Barlow. Up again. Outside for George. And stolen by Wiggins. On the wing, Wiggins. Barlow grabs the rebound. And here's Maxey. Lets the 3 fly. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately.
Start moving with your next stop.
76ers making a change here. Edwards is checked in. A 12-point game. Mitchell outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Maxey against Mitchell. Now Maxey. From deep. Cleared away by Adebayo.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Edwards with the rebound.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making it.
Now here's Embiid. There's the pick. Outside Edwards. Maxey. That does not go. The Heat trail by 12. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell fires. Another chance. Does not go. The 76ers are gone. 7-15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Let's lose a three. Now Maxey. Outside George. Jacks up a three. A three-pointer. Good.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the 76ers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so this will do it. They'll end up taking the series in 6 games, 4-2.
Yeah, it gives them just a little bit of time to rest and study some tape. They've got a much tougher hill to climb in the next round.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Joel Embiid.
Well, he just checked so many boxes tonight. He got buckets for himself, created for his team, and as a result, he just racked up a triple-double.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hawkins with the steal. Powell outside. All sorts of time. That one is off.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Maxey. The three is off. And here are the Heat now. And that one falls. Maxey against Mitchell. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. It took them 6 games to do it, Greg, but they finally asserted themselves and move on to round 2.
And I really think it benefits a team to have a competitive series in round 1. It gets those playoff juices kind of flowing, if you will. Prevents any kind of complacency from setting in.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Joel, congratulations. A quality win tonight. What enabled you to secure it?
Oh, we played. We were tough tonight. We won soft. We shared the ball defensively. We were really good. And that's what we got to do the rest of the season.
The toughness showed and paid off. Thanks, Joel.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Joel Embiid.
Slipknot, every day praying I slip not. The fairways played by some, but get foul for big knots. Like use your bootstraps, we'll take the stairway. Drowning in TikToks, dancing with dead while the stars in Balenciaga. Stuck on the fairway, golf course the other side is looking greener. Head full, call me Stanley Steamer. Can't pop off you black, you gotta mind your demeanor. So much on your shoulders, you got so much on your mind. Wanna smooth it over, but you always on your grind. Stop taking advantage, start taking your time. Can't use the peace of mind. So much on your shoulders, you got so much on your mind. Could use the peace of mind. Stop taking advantage, better start taking your time. Could use the peace of mind. I've left lots unsaid, plenty thoughts I dread, but I know ain't no locks ahead, only freedom. Limiting beliefs, I let good vibes supersede them. Put lines through S's, yeah, I keyed them. Quiet complaints, cause I don't need them. Had to silence the voices, control, alt, delete them. Stuck to the code when would cheat them. I was on campus, barely eating, nobody could tell, physique was deceiving. I can make failure look like an achievement with pain in my lyrics. But always relieve it. Shift work at all my days repeated. Observing, reporting, plotting and scheming until I got out. Focused until I got out. Had now and forever on blast the day I got out. I say I got out. That life was my prison. They need the real thing to figure it out. That's what I'm about. Her figure, her mental, her morals, her mouth. Figures were hidden to me through women to figure it out. Fluid, there's never a drought. So much on your shoulders, you got so much on your mind. Wanna smooth it over, but you always on your grind. Stop taking advantage, start taking your time. Can't use the peace of mind. So much on your shoulders, you got so much on your mind. Can't use the peace of mind. Stop taking advantage, better start taking your time. Can't use the peace of mind.
I'm ready to get it. I think they mad cause they want a little static. I see it, I want it, go get it, I grab it. I got it in pocket, I feel like a lad. No as a carpet, this must be magic. My bad like Jasmine. Don't try to play, I get jealous, I'm spazzing. I'm wishing they would like some cabin. What are you doing? I leave them in dust. Popping it that they never could touch. All of my life they be calling me rough. I guess they had enough. I be doing too much. I guess they had enough of me doing it up. I been looking at friends trying to pick one to trust. Why say you love me when it was just when you just could have told me you just want. My bad. I could have told you I passed and matched my foot on the gas. Cause all of you goofy. None of you know how to act. Sad. One give you my last. Hey, something you never might have. Hey, I look at them and I laugh. Why I gotta tell you to go get it back? What do you do when I just keep it popping? I'm managing while you weak and you watching. If I'm on this gon' hit like a bop it. They want me to stop but I trend like a topic. How could they fire on me? I'm the hottest. Then reach like a pocket. These be mad cause I speak like a prophet. I tell them shut up and get up and go. If you want it, then I put that on the floor. We be ducking we ain't ducking and on this a joke. You gon' get in that field then round choke. My gon' hunt like a tiger. Go. You scary little be doing the most. If you know like I know better, watch your approach. Watch it. I in yo like I been here before. I been coming from Memphis like hustling flow. If you see any cabin in me, it's the GOAT. And this is the captain in me like a boat. This why they get deep when you bury your soul. Jack and Rose. That's why I bet keep it cold, let it go. If you want it, then spin a block, get you some more. Get you some more. Hopped up and got that right off the porch. If we beefing, then I'm at your door like a stork. Like a door. So look if you buck, if you ready for cause it can get done like a house full of tours. Mine got an ass, we gon' take out the trash. We been mopping up like a floor. What are you doing? I just keep it popping. I'm managing while you weak and you watching. If I'm on this gon' hit like a bop it. They want me to stop but I trend like a topic. Keep that fire on me, I'm the hottest. I keep that and reach like a pocket. These be mad cause I speak like a prophet. I'm trying to get a little moolah and guala, a whole lot of profit, a whole lot of cheese. But I'm starving right now and I'm sorry. Baby, quit calling me, please. I'm about to put it on wax like Burt's Bees. I'm somewhere up in the trees. Then I wanna be by the. I got the out the slum. Like Chief. Like how I begun, I'm from Memphis. The grit and the grind be coming with ease. I keep it catching just like a disease. Soon as I humble it, pop it, they freeze. Ask where they got it from me. I can't be seen with no thieves.